Hey guys, so this is my user's guide to the JBL REFLECT MINI NC truly wireless earbuds. And in this video we're going to show you how to set up these earbuds and also how to use all the available features that these earbuds come with. So the very first thing we have to do with the earbuds is to charge them. So the battery of the charging case is usually pre-charged when you receive them, but the earbuds themselves are normally empty. So the first thing we have to do is place both earbuds here into the charging case, and the earbuds will be fully charged in just over an hour. And you know that the batteries of the earbuds are empty when the little LED on the back of the earbud starts to blink in red. And from time to time you will also hear a specific jingle that indicates that the batteries are low. So how do you know that the earbuds are fully charged? And we can find that out by just looking at the front of the charging case. Once we place an earbud into the charging case and it is going to start charging, then the LEDs will start blinking on the corresponding side. You see right now it's blinking 2 times on the right side, and when we place the left earbud in, it is going to blink on the left side. This little bar in the front will be illuminated as long as we are charging the batteries of the earbuds themselves. So once the earbuds are fully charged, then this bar here will turn off. But this bar also has a second functionality, and that is to indicate the charging state of the battery of the charging case. So you will see over time that this bar will shrink in size the more often we are going to charge the earbuds with them. And in total we are able to charge the earbuds 2 more times with the battery that is inside the charging case. And then it is time to charge the battery of the charging case itself. So how do we do that? So we have here on the back side this USB-C type charging port. And we can either use here the original charging cable that comes with the earbuds. Alternatively, we can also use, for example, a charger of a laptop or even a Nintendo Switch. So you don't necessarily have to use the original charging cable. So in this case, I'm going to show you this with the original cable though. So I'm going to plug that right in there, and on the opposite side, I'm going to connect the cable with the charging cube of my smartphone. Here, this is an old iPhone charger. And a full charge of the charging case itself will take 2 hours, and during this time the LEDs in the front of the case will be blinking, and the illuminated bar will also grow in size over time. Once the case battery is fully charged, the LEDs will completely shut off, and then we can just unplug the charging cable again. Now, in case you have more questions about charging, then I suggest you check out my other video here in the upper right corner, where I'm going through the charging process in more detail. Okay, so now we continue setting up our earbuds, and the next step is to connect these earbuds via Bluetooth to a smartphone. In this example, I'm going to show you this really quickly, how to connect these earbuds to an iPhone. In case you're looking for more information about connecting these earbuds to an iPhone or an Android phone, then I also have specific videos for those types of phones here in the upper right corner. But now let us continue here with the quick walkthrough by using an iPhone. And as long as our earbuds are still brand new, they are going to be in the Bluetooth pairing mode immediately when you open up the charging case. You can also see this by taking a look at the back side of an earbud. It's going to blink in blue and red. So now these earbuds are already in the Bluetooth pairing mode. But if this is not the case for you, then you just take a look here at the back of the charging case, and you see this little button here. So while the lid of the charging case is open, you're going to press this button really quickly twice. And this will definitely bring the earbuds into the Bluetooth pairing mode. And we're able to continue our pairing process by just putting the earbuds down with the lid open for now. And we're switching to our phone to the settings menu. And here we will find Bluetooth. And in there we're going to enable Bluetooth. And now on the bottom of the list of previously paired devices, we see eventually here the JBL REFLECT MINI NC. We're just going to press this, and this is automatically going to pair the earbuds to our phone. So we can confirm this by looking at the list here of the iPhone. It says JBL REFLECT MINI NC is connected. And when we go back to the earbuds, we see here the blue LED is now blinking relatively slowly in blue. You see this? Before this was rapidly blinking in blue. And also if we take out one of the earbuds, here you see this is not blinking in blue and red anymore. Now it's just pulsating slowly in blue. So this indicates the earbuds are now successfully paired with our phone. And just in case you're wondering, you don't have to go through this pairing process every time you want to use the earbuds. You just have to do this once during the setup process. From now on, the earbuds are automatically going to pair to your phone by themselves. Now in the next chapter we're going to take a look at the ear tips and at the ear wings. And this is really important because only if you have these set up correctly, they're going to fit without hurting or with the risk of losing them, and also the audio performance will only be best if you set this up right. The earbuds do come with 3 different sizes of the ear tips and 3 different sizes of the ear wings. And we're first going to have a look at the ear wings, how to set those up correctly, and then later on we're going to look at the ear tips. Now it is relatively easy to distinguish the different sizes of the ear wings, but how do you know which one goes to which side? So which one is on the left side and which one is on the right side? And that is actually written on the ear wings themselves. If you take a look here on the bottom of the wing, then you see here the R. So this R of course stands for right, and on the left earbud, or in the left ear wing, that's where you're going to see an L. So that's how you know which ear wing goes to which side. Replacing the ear fins is really easy. We just pull up a little bit on the ear wings themselves. See, and then underneath we see this little hook here, this shark fin shaped hook. So that is what holds the ear fins in place. And now in order to find the correct ear wing size, I suggest that you remove temporarily the ear tip that is currently installed here. This will make the process of finding the correct ear wing size a little bit easier. If you're wondering about the correct orientation of the wing, then take a look at this little shark fin on the earbud itself. So in this case here, the shark fin kind of points to the right. Just make sure that the fin of your ear wing also points in the exactly same direction. Now I suggest that you do try out all 3 different ear wing sizes at least once, and that will give you a really quick feel of which wings you're going to feel most comfortable with. If they are too big, you will really quickly find that out, because you will really have a hard time getting the ear wing into your ear, while a ear wing that is too small is more likely to fall out by itself. Now we are going to go through the same process with the ear tips as well, so I do suggest that you try this out without installing any of the ear wings. So with an ear tip that is too small, the earbud will fall out very easily, while with an ear tip that is too big, your ears will start to hurt over time. Also consider that your left and your right ear may not be exactly same in size, so do consider that both sides may need different sizes of ear tips as well as ear wings. Now we're going to take a look at the different button commands that these earbuds support. And the commands are different between the left and the right earbud. And when we do perform a button command, then this will be accompanied by a jingle that we hear once we do the command. You do have to consider that these commands will only work when we have the earbuds inside of our ear. So if you take them out of your ear, then you won't be able to do those commands unless the little sensor that is on the back side of the earbud is being covered. Now let us start with the commands for the right earbud, and a single press on the button on the side will start the audio playback. Now when we press the button again, then the playback will be paused. When we press the button twice in a row, then this will skip the audio playback to the next track. And if we press the button 3 times, then this will either go to the beginning of the current track or to the previous track. Now let us switch to the left earbud, because here a single press will toggle between the features active noise cancellation, ambient aware, or it will turn both features off. Just in case you're wondering, the active noise cancelling feature will only work if you're using both earbuds at the same time. Now if we are pressing the button of the left earbud twice, then this will enable or disable the talk through feature. Okay, so now the remaining features that I'm going to show you from this point on are going to be available on both earbuds. So the functionality will be the same no matter which side you use. So the first feature is to accept or to hang up a phone call. So in case you do receive a phone call, then pressing the button twice will accept the call. And when you press the button twice again, then you're going to hang up. In case you want to mute your microphone, then you can do this by pressing and holding the button for several seconds. And unmuting the microphone works in the same way by just pressing and holding it again. It is also possible to use voice assists like Siri, Bixby, or even Google Assist or Alexa. You can activate one of these services by again pressing and holding the button for several seconds. Of course, you can do that only when you're not in a phone call. In case you're deciding to use Google Assist or Alexa as voice assistants, then these services require a little bit of setup in the JBL Headphones app, which is available for iPhone as well as Android. So now let us switch to the JBL Headphones app, which comes with a lot of additional features for our earbuds. Now the very first feature that we see right in the center of the screen is the battery percentage. And here it is broken down into the left and the right earbud, and then also the charging case. But please note that the battery percentage of the charging case is only updated when you place both earbuds into the case and leave the lid open. Then the next feature is right underneath there, and that is the ambient sound control. So in order to show you how this works, I have to actually take the earbuds out of the case so that they turn on and function. And so if we press here on the button, then we can toggle between noise cancellation mode, then ambient awareness mode, which lets us know what is going on around us, like cars, so we can hear those. And then of course we can turn both features off. And then the third feature is the talk through functionality, which allows us to have a normal conversation, but we can also listen to some music. To the right of the sound controls, we find the smart audio modes. So here we find 3 different modes. The first one is called the normal mode, so that's what most users are going to be using. This one provides a good audio quality combined with a really good Bluetooth connection. Then the next mode is the audio mode. This one provides a better audio quality, which makes it great for listening to music. Then the third mode is the video mode, which provides a lower latency. So that means that when you watch a video, that the audio is going to be more in sync with the video. And this mode is also great when you're playing online games. An equalizer is our next feature, which we find at the very bottom of the screen. In here we find a couple of predefined equalizer settings, here for example for jazz, vocal and bass. And what we can do here is we can just select one of those and the audio will be adjusted accordingly. Now we can also make changes to these predefined settings by just selecting one of them and then going into the edit mode. Instead of using one of the predefined graphs, you can also come up with your own equalizer. We just press on the plus button and then here we can create an equalizer graph from scratch by just dragging these nodes up and down. And if we want to add a new node, then we just click anywhere on the graph. And now we can move those up and down as well. If we want to remove one of those nodes, then we just slide those sideways until they disappear. Once we're done creating our own graph, then we can give it a title on the very bottom of the screen and then press OK. That will bring us back to the previous screen with all the predefined graphs, and the equalizer that we just created will be part of this list. If we decide to not use an equalizer at all, then we can easily disable this feature here on the top of the screen. Next we're going to switch into the settings menu, which we do by pressing on this cogwheel icon here in the upper right corner. The first list item here is gestures, and this allows us to customize the button functionalities of our left and the right earbud. At first you select which earbud you want to modify on the top of the screen, so by just swiping left and right. Let us start out with the left earbud, and the default setting is here the ambient sound control. If we click on the drop-down menu here, then we see the available options. So one feature that many people might want to switch to is the volume controls. So this allows us to tap or double tap in order to raise or lower the volume. But we also have the option to select playback controls for the left earbud. So in this case now the left earbud and the right earbud would have the same functionalities, since playback controls is the default setting for the right earbud. Then we have the option to only enable the voice assistant control, or we can also disable the button functionality completely by selecting none. Now the second list item in the settings screen is the auto off function. The default setting is that the earbuds will never automatically turn off, but you do have the option that the earbuds turn off automatically when they don't receive an audio signal for a certain amount of time. So that starts from 15 minutes and goes all the way up to 4 hours. Selecting one of these options gives you the opportunity to save some battery life, which is really useful. But do be aware that once the earbuds power off, the only way to turn them back on is to put them back into the charging case and then taking them back out. So in case you don't have the charging case with you, you won't be able to turn the earbuds back on. Then the next setting is the play pause automation. When you have this feature enabled, Removing one of the earbuds out of your ear will automatically pause your audio playback. And when you put the earbud back into your ear, the playback will resume. Next, we have the setup screens for the voice assistant. So in case you like to use Google Assistant or Amazon, then this is the screen where you can set those up accordingly. Then the next setting is the tuning of the active noise cancellation. So the ANC may not always be 100% on the spot where it's supposed to be. And this screen gives you the option to manually fine-tune the active noise cancellation to your needs. So you can fine adjust this for situations where you are, example, in an airplane versus a train or just in regular traffic. Then next we have the Find My Earbuds feature. So in case you did drop your earbud at some location and you kind of know where it is, you just can't really find it or see it, then this gives you the option to play a really high-pitched sound. So when you press one of the buttons here for the left or the right earbud, whichever one you're missing, then this sound will be played for a couple of seconds, and this is supposed to help you find the earbud. Just make sure that you never try this feature out while you have one of your earbuds in the ear, because this noise is extremely loud and it will damage your hearing. Then next we have here a couple of product help pages which help you identify the different features that come with these earbuds and what they're doing. Then there is also an FAQ section, but during the time when this video was made there was actually nothing in there yet. Now, these earbuds were delivered with the firmware version 3.7.0, and in case there is an update available, we can take a look at the cogwheel icon on the main screen here in the upper right corner. And in case there's like a little orange dot, then this will indicate that there is a software update or firmware update available, and we are able to download this from the JBL website, and the JBL Headphones app is going to install this firmware version for us. And now the last topic that we want to talk about is how to turn off the earbuds. That is really simple. We just place them into the charging case, so the earbuds will be fully charged the next time we want to use them. And even when the batteries are completely charged, we can leave the earbuds in there and just close the lid and forget about them. It's not going to overcharge the batteries. And this concludes this user's guide. I hope you found this video helpful, and if so, please give me a thumbs up. And if you have any more questions or comments, then please write the message below.